Where was I? Oh, yes. Lousy goddamn stupid wizards. Fuck. Meanwhile, in the past again, you're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape, but it's sort of hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. You guess you better get on that. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not much. Sup with you, bro? Good one. It's alright, being chill, I guess. You know how it goes. Great. Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy? Oh man, you know it. So cool. You know shit is ice cold up in here. Shit's wicked bananas, I'm telling you. So have you talked to John today? Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Syllodix. Can you believe he uses stack? That kid is ridiculous. Lol, well that doesn't sound like much fun. What was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy moduses, I get a migraine. What do you want with John? I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package. Oh, yeah. I was sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet. I think it did. Yeah. And I think mine came too. So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something? No, he will not open it. He will lose it. Oh. Wow. Sorry to hear that, I guess. No, it's good actually, because he will find it again later when he really needs it. Which, of course, is why I sent it in the first place. See, like, I never get how you know these things. I don't know. I just know that I know. Alright. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking. Man, if I were you, I'd just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off. I don't think I could if I tried. Yeah. Say hi to your granddad for me too, okay? Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense. Well, yeah, isn't it always with family? But he sounds like a total badass. Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, I gotta go. See ya. Sorry. See ya. Heart. Dave, get your phone. It'll be handy to have your phone, 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 8, equals 8 divided by 10 is 8. On standby, so you won't always have to come back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, 18 divided by 10 equals 8. People, no matter where you are, what outrageously cool thing you're up to. So cool. John, pursue this adversary into that room. And even meanwhile, in the present, sort of, once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears. Someone's pestering you, both your PDA and computer register the message. This chum will know what to do. Alright, I'm out of my room now, looking for my bro's game. Oh, good. Yeah, there is no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay. Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, and I also took my awesome katana with me in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do. You mean that cheap piece of shit you have on your wall? Fuck you, man. It's sharp, and it's awesome, and it's a sword. End of story. Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house. Like, a monster or something. Howie? I wish. Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird, evil monster dimension. Come on, man. Skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey, Mom, Dad, there's a dinosaur or ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior, go back to bed. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. How many times are we gonna watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see Dad crap his pants when a kid said there's a vampire in his room. He's like, oh shit, everyone, get in the minivan. Be fucking Dad of the Year right there. Okay, stop. What do I do? What, you have a what, do you have a hammer? Man, that's so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Syllodix. My bro is always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you're fighting monsters left and right, you don't have much choice. Okay. I guess I can read up on data structure some more. How's it going there? I'm out in the living room. He's usually here somewhere, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling his ninja shit. All I see is little Cal over there, so I guess he can't be too far. Oh god, so lame. What? See, I just don't know why you think it's so cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing? Oh, Lil Cal? No, man, Lil Cal's the shit. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination, or by any definition of the word cool, ironic or otherwise. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, bullshit. Cal is dope. Puppets are awesome. John Egbert blows. The end. Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm gonna go read. Good luck. Good luck with you, bro. Read your book. Stay wary of these foes. Pfft, monsters. Only stupid babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff. Rose, youth roll right out the front door. Oh no. A grieve. Blotto Perry. Aggress. Passive. Empty suicide threat. Abjure. A beautiful pony. Abstain. Auto parry. It looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you originally planned. Rose, first, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be this stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Maple Hoof. John, turn around! Data Structures for Assholes. Chapter 7. God damn it, why do I even bother? The good news, finally your revolting incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Silodex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting or your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury toward one of your foes. Such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news, I'm tired of explaining myself to you gibbering fuckwads. In this chapter, I will be phoning it in with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty clip art. What are you going to do about it? You're going to wriggle in your own vicious secretions like the worms you are. That's what. Here, learn something for a change. You put the globe in. It fires out the last thing that was in there. Asshole notes. Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner, you bitch. You're trying to read, okay? This book's already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed. There's no such thing as monsters. Ah! Fine, you'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly... Oh my god, it's a monster! Oh god, we're getting our combat filled today. Shale him. Don't move or the bunny gets it. Agreed. Put the bunny back in the box. Alright, that's enough of staring at John's unconscious body. I do like how the imps are less interested in like actually hurting people as much as they are just like causing hell. They're like gremlins from the hit movie Gremlins. Yeah, killing people is part of the fun, but like, whoa, hold on, we're just here to party. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Rose, use your umbrella. Perfect, just like we drew it up. You regather your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleumward. John, get up! This is no time for slumber! Aha! Rose, forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed her mind. It's just a stupid magnet. John, salvage your weapon and fight on! You said, put the bunny back in the box. Now why couldn't he just put the bunny back in the box? Now exult, victory spoils are yours. Nice. The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs of your ladder. You are now a plucky tot, with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The ladder rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cash limit. Rumpus Buster, Boy Skylark. Oh, we're moving up the ladder. Cool Buckaroo, Moppet of Destiny. I think things are really going to kick off when we reach the Boy Skylark level. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale. What about that card? It seems the shale imp had allocated the bunny to its strife specibus. Sort of stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will at least be safer there. Okay. You group the 2 specified in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one. Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice in the heat of battle. You grab the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figurine. You merge the sledgehammer head with the handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since, of course, handles of any sort no longer belong in there, obviously. Fine, now what? Dave is pestering you, but you don't have the time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room, and you can't quite put your finger on what. Rose, hurry and activate the generator. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It, of course, would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business. Rose, defile the tomb. Sorry, Jaspers, you have to make room for your laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny, custom-tailored suit, and then stuffed in a coffin built for infants. Rose, plug in your laptop. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about that. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And then there's John. What on earth is he up to now? You're right. You're right. The door. John, look at the door. You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar. Incredibly alarming. Investigate. What? This is so outrageous. I think that's enough of that. Rose, pester John. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down? Are you on fire yet, or what? No, for now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. That's a relief. Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get to the game to help you get out of there, so I'm working on that now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy. It's a long story. Hey, don't tell John, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all. The semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit's going a little far. Maybe it's kind of fucked up. I've seen his websites. I like them. Yeah, well, you would. Man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat, basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. God, why did I just tell you about my dreams? You're gonna have a field day with that. I'm currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I'm watching him. I suspect he's preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also appears to be dressed like a clown. Alright, I'm out. Interrogate this mad woman. Nana? Yes, dear. Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess that was really a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana? Of course, John. I've come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I'm delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father. Okay, I guess I will take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Speaking of him, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him. Your father was kidnapped. Oh no. When you crossed over the medium, he was apprehended by the forces of darkness, which your presence have awakened. What? Okay, so what's the medium you're talking about? It is where we are now. A realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the Incipisphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe. You mean because we're inside a computer or in the game software or something? A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption like the horseless auto boxcar? Well, no, it's a machine that... Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg. Oh, okay. No, John. You are inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, serve to invoke this realm's instance. Yet it stands independent of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically, always has. I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So what do I actually need to be doing here? I think it'd be best if we started with the big picture. Go on. Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates, residing at the center of the Incipisphere, is a place known as Skaya. The legend holds that Skaya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid on my lips are sealed about that, dear. Needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And as it so happens, at the center of this realm, whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you appeared. Me? Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically. It responds to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, who, one dark and one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before they hatched. One goes to the kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is, when the game is afoot, the true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception. A quest of futility, then. Wow, really? Then what's the point? That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle. Whoa. For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skaya and pass through the first gate, situated directly above your house, not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills. Well, how am I supposed to get all the way up there? You build! Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know, that all sounds kind of weird, but in any case, we build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad. Yes, John. And then after that, we can solve the ultimate riddle thing and save Earth from destruction. Oh no, I'm afraid not. Oh. Your planet is done for, dear. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh. Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though. And that is? Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about that. John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed. Thanks, Nana. You're a good boy, and good boys deserve treats. Hooray! I'm going to go bake you some cookies. Oh. The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her. Oh, god damn it. That's just what you need. More baked goods. John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get them. You totally abjured the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time. Hit John in the head with a box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That's some fit he's throwing. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your game's fact walkthrough/journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it. John, cookies, now. You refuse outright. The impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies. While, when you put it so politely, how can John decline? John, you are stupid. You really need to work on your manners. Stupid, stupid, dumb. That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid. For the last time, I command you to get the cookies, boy. It's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. But really, not enough to write down. An agitated finger stroke slips mid-keystroke. Human etiquette. Oh boy. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival, and if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which, if followed, would result in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely, humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it appears the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you'd made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not entirely sure. I know only the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure and once afterward. Which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker or your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you're struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So, yes. You can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium that I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate that there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure. Both after, one before, one after. Both after, only one, either before or after, or none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process in your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after only affect your sprite. The effects of this process has on the medium, or more globally, the incipisphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you'll struggle against, and generally, all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It's given me some insight into the nature of the game, which, again, I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set of parameters, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of a blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further involves with the addition of more host-client connections, and thus more prototype kernels. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however, questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or a double prototyped kernel for that matter, and even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure, or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of an incipisphere, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication when it invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client. But through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together, until, presumably, the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client, and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have 4 players chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does. And if this proves to be the case, I trust it will be sufficiently numb. I trust I will be sufficiently numb to the sensation. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, from the first moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot what my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs securing the dark twisted paths to necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization, lead may be waist deep, logorrheic sludge, trimmed down, blech. Huh. She's not finished with this yet. Geez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone else for a while? Or at least someone else? Months in the past, but not many.